So today on GoodEnough Motorsports, we're starting some cooking. Namely, we're attacking this f***ing spaghetti. Woo! Now, as for what we will be wiring in the car, we have... What the hell? There we go. I don't know why this was rated for, not safe for work material, but well, I can kind of see why. Yes. So a quick rundown of what we got here is the Ultra Rev Counter or tachometer or whatever you would choose to name it in your country. Fuel gauge, speed meter, AEM wideband air fuel ratio, and voltmeter. Now this I'm particularly proud of. Well, I'm glad I got it, because first, now it's discontinued. Second, yes, while it does go to 11,000, the Black Cup does not go to 11,000. The red line is at 8,200 RPM. But I can set those shift lights at any RPM I want. So if I want to shift at 3 grand, I can set it to blank at 3 grand, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. But why 11? Well, why the hell not? You know. And the only other model I could find stopped at 8,500 RPM, which on an 8,200 redline motor, you might want to go a bit over, like 9 or 10,000, just to be safe, just in case you want to put cans in. So on this chilly October morning, October 20th, is that? Yeah. We're freezing our asses off in the barn, which is not insulated, by the way. Cool. So we're with Kevin Comier from Special Stage Wiring.
Yes.
And he's gonna help me out sort out this mess of spaghetti wiring that I just cannot figure out for the life of me.
Yeah, we're gonna do pasta this morning.
Ah, yeah. So now my wiring will be al dente, right?
Yeah.
I know what I meant. So, what is your process for something like this?
Well, the process will be like check what you have on your cluster. So you can see here, you have many gauges, you have your RPM, you have air fuel sensor, you have voltage, you have fuel level, and you have all the lights to match. Since it's going to be a car that's going to be riding on the road, right?
Yes. I have the indicators, high beams, the warning lights for like handbrake, oil, or check engine.
Exactly.
Just in case.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to check how the wiring is basically done on your car. We're going to make a map for ourselves, some kind of plan, what to attack, what we're going to need, what we can cancel, and after that we're going to start wiring.
Right. Well, the wiring was done to Toyota spec, and then I kind of went in there with cutters and kind of butchered it a bit, so there might be some things you need to fix.
We're going to figure out.
That's part of the game, isn't it?
Exactly. So for the process, that's it. We're going to start with building the map for ourselves.
Right. Well, a map, I had tried something, which is, as you can see, may seem a bit overly complicated, or maybe it's about right. I don't know. I just tried this, and then my brain went on the fritz, like brain.exe stopped working. And honestly, I was getting frustrated, sorry, because I thought by now I should know this shit.
Yes and no. Like car electronics, it's very specific. Like you have ignition powered wires, you have constant power wires, and you have to know exactly how the car is working basically. Like you have to know how the headlights are working, how the flash are working, and you have to figure out what I'm gonna need to transfer to this.
And it's different from one car to another. Like for example, your cylinder might be wired differently from my Toyota. Yeah. And I had a 240 before that, S13, which may be completely different from either of those cars.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you walk in the same brand, you're gonna find stuff that is very similar from one car to another one, since it's the same brand, they have the same logic.
Some with similar patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
you're gonna find the same wire colors for the same functions and stuff like that. And when you go into another brand, it's gonna be very different.
I have the hardware here
Yes.
to.
So the
Did
Dutch
all this.
connectors is very popular in the motorsport and custom applications. So this is a very good starting point because just finding a good way to match like a wiring from a component in the car is sketchy sometimes. So having a good solution like the Dutch connectors is excellent. It's a very good starting point to make junctions. You don't want to wire stuff from a component to your car and not being able to remove it if you need to do service or some more modifications. So that's the best starting point. It's not expensive and it's easy to use.
And something I like, I did labeled it like connector A and connector B. So, you know, say for example you have a male B1 that goes to female B1, you know, you make sure that's the wire for this, say, indicator or whatever.
Yeah. There's two ways to do it. You can either have like a male A and B connector and female A and B connector,
Which
or
is the way we went.
on your cluster you can either have a male and a female. So you cannot interchange them.
Right, okay.
So you don't need to
So-
identify them, but by logic you can't plug the cluster by itself and have it working.
So, okay, so say on connector A I would have the male end on this side, but on connector B I would have the female end on this side.
Exactly.
Right.
So there's
another way.
absolutely no way just to messing with it.
Is that a challenge?
Maybe yes.
It's not one that I'll take on though. I shall not accept that challenge. No.
I won't either.
How about the challenge of making it work?
That's not a challenge, it's just a walk in the park.
By all means, have at it. Got busted now. What are you doing there? Well, go on, get off. She hesitated at that. She's like, well, I don't know. This isn't my barn. Yeah, but this is my car. So we've currently been toiling away for what, about hour and a half?
Yeah,
Around that. So we're gonna head to Megdo and have something to eat. And I'm running in his RA65.
Exactly, yeah.
RA65 Celica. I can sit in the backseat because there's a bit missing here. And as usual, I'm hitting my head. This should be fun. The joys of custom shit. So there seems to be a problem with this speed meter.
Spaghetti no more holding, senor.
Right. That was too al dente.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how old is this shit? Like 20 years maybe? I wouldn't
Pretty
be
sure the
surprised.
TV wasn't black and white.
Well, this is more like the Virtual Boy. It's red and black.
Yeah, it's a welding that broke down.
Can you mend it?
Yeah.
Funny, it's not as elegant without its casing.
No. Not like a woman.
Well, a woman can look good without her clothing. I don't know about her casing.
You know what? You have many broken wires there.
Oh, there.
See? The black one is leaving too.
Okay, sayonara wire.
Bye bye.
Well, I would like for both of them to stay in. Like I said, it is old, so disappointing as it is, I can't say it's really surprising. But this is one of the unforeseen events that I had in mind, you know, something like that. Other than that, this is coming along nicely. I mean, look at all the trim. Yeah, I've loved that line. Look at all the trim spaghetti we have here. So yeah, that's already 12 wires done. Moment of almost truth. This will not be working for the time being, but hopefully the tack does. That would be nice. Also be nice if the car doesn't burn to the ground, which I don't think it will. But yeah, the Spaghetti Monster Master, sorry, is hooking it all up. Like I said. As for these are for the speed hug gauges. So it's that, and this is for the air fuel ratio. Oh, we could hook that up.
Yes, I could.
It's a bit on the longer side, but it's better to have too much and not enough.
Purples. Should be nice.
So you want to do the honors or do I?
Let's go. Do it. Yeah, boy. Oh, it's my turn.
Yay! Right. Let's see. We have a charge light and a check engine. There's no safety switch on here, so... Well, it's gold, so maybe that's why it's reading high. But it does seem to be working. Air fuel, that's sad on the lean side. Volt is looking good. Ooh, fuel gauge is working! And I know that's fairly accurate. It's pretty much full. Like, we tried putting fuel in it not too long ago because I thought it was near empty, and yeah, we got splashed. So, I know it's near full. Ooh, that air fuel, that's not looking good. That's wailing, but I know having a 2.5 inch. Oh god, yeah, that railing. That's the that's a bit of the muffler that's going over the cross member. It's probably contacting. Let's try lights. Let's see. Oh, and it's stabilizing nearly 1,000, but that is not good. Illumination does not seem to be working on the. Well, no. I mean, it is. All I need to see is that number, really. Okay. Oh, that's not working on that one. Okay. Just pull the bulb out, flip it around because it's an LED. Wow. That is pretty damn bright, though. Get a net. Okay. The tech is looking fucking neat. Like I said, the speed meter is having issues. Kevin will take it home and work on it. But wow.
Wow, it's very nice.
But I'm concerned about the air fuel ratio. I started mentioning 2.5 inch exhaust might be leaning it out. Something bad. So that's a possibility. Or maybe the injectors. I mean, it could be a number of things. We're nowhere near figuring that out. So it's late and it is cold, but we've had
Great success.
Yeah, very good results. First time everything works.
I mean, first time for you?
Yeah, for you, not for me. It's not my first rodeo.
Yeah, okay, first time for me, everything working. That's a surprise.
Yeah.
The whipless one. But yeah, the cluster is mostly functional. We've had a bit of a hiccup with the speed meter, but with electronics that old, it shouldn't be expected.
Yeah.
Disappointing though it is. So you will be taking those home with you. I want to say Montreal, around there.
It's Napierville,
Napierville, right?
where there's a racetrack.
Hey, there's one in Saint too.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So you'll be taking that home, fixing it, and then bringing it back. At the same time, we will install the speed auxiliary gauges,
Exactly.
which I'm very much looking forward to. And well, I think that wraps it up for today.
Yeah, pretty much. Very long day, but very good results in the end.
Yeah, you were giving yourself about 3 hours. I made sure to fuck up my wiring just to keep it even longer.
Just a little bit.
There's a little, yeah. So, there's one little thing that my inner geek, my inner car geek, would really like to do once we've cleared all this stuff. Just have both our cars side by side start up and headlights go up.
For sure.
I cannot resist. So, thanks, Mike.
I know.